Lads, what are we doing? What are we doing? So I'm out here looking for like, being like, you know what? Miles Turner, or not Miles Turner. Dude could be a cheap card. Jarrett Allen could be a budget beast. Lads, he's 50k. He's more than 50k. What are we doing? This might be the most ludicrous pricing of a card I've ever seen. This might be the craziest pricing for a card I've ever seen. He's 60,000 MT. 60,000 MT. 60k. I get it, he's fine. We bought our Kemba anyway. We bought Kemba for like 15k. Let's just take a look, see if we can get a Jarrett Vanderbilt. Let's see if we can go and get ourselves like a Jarrett Vanderbilt for cheap. Is it 2 hours? Okay. Is he really cheaper? He's cheaper than Evo Jarrett Vanderbilt. He's the same price as Evo Jarrett Vanderbilt. He is the same price as Evo Jarrett Vanderbilt, lads. Clarkson? Is Clarkson expensive? I don't even mind this because you know what? These Evos are difficult. 61k. Again, kind of inexpensive, and Kelly Olynyk kind of sucks, doesn't he? Kelly Olynyk just kind of sucks, if we're being honest. Somehow Kelly Olynyk 70k. But none of that. Even a 75k Kelly Olynyk is nothing compared to how ridiculous Jarrett Allen's price is. So like, if you look at like my main squad. So I got these guys right here. I'm probably going to sell Hakeem Olajuwon tomorrow. Because he's gone, as far as I'm aware, he's gone up in price. Color, pink diamond, theme, glitched. Like, Ray Allen's not too much. Like, he's 900k with 11 minutes to go. And he's really good, don't get me wrong. But, like, how much worse does my squad get by starting Jermaine O'Neal instead of him? And, like, originally I was going to sell Hakeem because I was going to get Sean Kemp. And I just fell asleep. I'm not going to lie. I just fell asleep yesterday. And I couldn't get him. But, like, I mean, how much worse is my team going to be if I start freaking Jokic, or start Algaz because bring Jokic off the bench with Jermaine O'Neal to power forward? Something along those lines. Does my team get much worse? I don't think so. Like, I got Zion on my team. I got Cat in my team that I can use at that center position, that power forward position. I got David West, who I really, really like at that position. I got someone like Jabari Smith, who's not a terrible power forward to use. He's really not terrible. And yeah, I got a lot of guys that I can kind of go and compete with. Because I'm not really playing competitively this year. But like, why the hell is Jarrett Allen? Like, let's just take a look here at this guy. So Allen is better than this guy, by the way. Why are we looking at 3,000 MT for LaMarcus Aldridge? Who's a equally as good jump shooter. Who's got a similar level block. Not quite as good, but similar. Honestly, a similar player build. And I think you can argue in terms of badges, how LaMarcus Aldridge's badges are better. He's like 3.5k MT. But if you want to buy Jarrett Allen, you are paying 60,000 MT for an amethyst. If you really want this card, you'll be able to get him in like 4 weeks. Just a heads up. When super packs come out, this guy's going to be 10k MT. But like 80, 90, 100k. Imagine. Just imagine, lads. Imagine paying, like, again, I get it, he's 60. Imagine paying this much for a guy who's just fine. Like, let's look at comparable centers in terms of price. Like, he is, I think I paid 100 for Cat. You know, way better post game. And post game matters for me, by the way. You're getting probably a better jump, similar jump shot. You're getting better ball handle. Sure, you're getting better perimeter defense, but that's really the only difference is perimeter defense. You're getting the exact same rebounding, basically. Speed almost the same and lateral almost the same. Badges wise, you're getting way better shooting badges. You're getting better interior badges, although you are getting some nice defensive badges on Jarrett Allen. And I don't know. I get it, he's got limitless range. Maybe it makes a little bit of sense in terms of the argument. Because I think you can probably argue that Jarrett Allen is as good as Karl Anthony Towns. I think maybe you can make that argument. But like, has Iverson gone really cheap or something? Because like, if you look at the pack odds, there's a 5% chance at getting an amethyst, but only like a 3% chance of getting a diamond. And like, the only amethyst in the packs is Jarrett Vanderbilt. Unless these guys have gone way down or something. Unless we're looking at Iverson tanking in price. I should have bought Iverson when he was 100. I should have bought Iverson when he was 100. That was my fault. That was my fault there on the Iverson one. Should have bought him when he was 100. Has Jimmy gone down in price? Are like all the amethysts that are coming out of this pack Jimmy Butler or something? No, Jimmy's not gone down in price. Has Joe Dumars gone down in price? If anything, Joe Dumars has gone up in price. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it, and I get it. The auction house is supply and demand, and maybe people aren't opening packs for Ray Allen. But why are there so many more Kembas on the market than him? I didn't even search him. Point guard, team Hornets. Color, diamond. Like, why are there so many more? You know what? There aren't really so many more. There are more. There are definitely more Kembas on the market than Jarrett Allens. But what is this all about, man? Like, he's a perfectly good card. He's a perfectly good card. Don't get me wrong, but what are we doing? Paying 90k. I know that's obviously an exaggeration, but what are we doing paying like 60-something K for an amethyst? We're in. I get it, he's a good amethyst. I get it, he's a good amethyst, and I get it, cards don't matter. Our tiers don't matter, and I get it that he's good. But like, there's obviously way more of these ending than I expected. There's way more of these on the market than there are Kembas. Like, in terms of supply and demand, it's actually crazy. It is crazy. And honestly, if you want to spend this MT on him, go for it. Go for it. This is not a whole thing saying you're crazy if you're spending this amount of MT, because I think you can legitimately make the argument he's better than Karl Anthony Towns. I think you can make that argument. What price is Cat? Cat is 100. So it's more just is like, the more I think about it, the more justifiable it is. It's more, the more justifiable it is to buy this card. The more I think, the more it makes sense. But it's still just crazy to look at. Like this inflation is nuts. Like the fact that if a half decent amethyst card comes out on a Tuesday, like the lowest tier of a card, 56k. The most expensive amethyst card we've seen all year. And we're in November. Mental. It is absolutely mental. It makes sense. It is absolutely mental. So this is not really a video. Well, like, I can't afford him, but I just can't at the same time. I don't know if I buy him at 56, if he'll sell at 56, and I don't have that much MT right now until I sell my myteam. This is just auction house talk. Like, what? Like, just inflation this year is nuts. Car prices are nuts. I wonder what the hell is going to happen. Like, again, a competent center is like 1 million MT in Hakeem. But, like, I wonder what the hell is going to happen when we start to get, like, really good players. Like, if Jarrett Allen is going for, like, 50, 60k. What is going to happen, lads, when we start to get, like, the really good players in my team? Like, I'm actually worried for when the first 2 million MT card is. Obviously, I think Hakeem might go up in price. I actually think he's one of these players that I actually think could potentially go up in price. It's even LeBron right now. Like, LeBron isn't nearly as expensive as Hakeem right now. And I wonder when the first consistent 2 million MT card is going to be, because it can't be long from now, lads. It cannot be long from now.